When people think no one is watching, they act completely differently. In this video, hidden cameras captured real moments that were never meant to be seen. Get ready for shocking, funny, and unexpected behavior caught when they least expected it. If your delivery is late, this is probably why.
Aren't you tired of candidates see your job posts and apply? It's like trying to find a needle in a haystack. That's why you should try ZipRecruiter for free at ziprecruiter.com/free.
Sometimes the road has other plans you just can't control. They genuinely love spending time together. This right here is what real relationship goals look like. There was a clear height warning for the truck. He ignored it and instantly regretted that decision. It goes from normal to chaos in a split second. The moment she realized the keys were inside, and the door was locked. Either this kid is incredibly strong, or those doors were never meant to survive. This was supposed to be a relaxing weekend. Somehow, it turned into the complete opposite. She just started her own small business, and on day one, this is what happens. Out of all the ways to impress a girl, he picked the absolute worst one. There's no recovering from this.
不是哥，这电梯里还有别人呢。你有病啊！
我就一根儿了。
He forgot the handbrake, and now the car is doing its own thing, rolling away like it has a mission.
Yeah, no, I have everything. Please don't make keys.
They say women are great at multitasking, but this might be taking it just a bit too far. Don't worry, my wife is just learning how to drive. What could possibly go wrong, right? These stairs are insanely slippery. One step is all it takes for things to go downhill fast. She tried to jump over the fence, got stuck, and then flipped over in the most unexpected way. I just hope they didn't charge her for the haircut. She was robbed not long ago, so now she's always on edge. Even when these guys just stopped to park at their own house, she thought they were coming for her again. He bought a brand new vacuum cleaner. But it turns out, reading the instructions first would have saved him a lot of trouble. Cats are beautiful pets, no doubt, but somehow, chaos always comes included in the package. Imagine living in a tropical paradise with perfect sunny weather. And then, something like this casually walks into your house. He went out for a walk at the worst possible moment. Thunder crashing, lightning striking dangerously close. I really hope his car insurance covers this kind of situation, because this is definitely not a cheap fix. Now imagine trying to explain this to your boss. There's no version of the story that makes this sound good. An absolutely unbelievable moment on a construction site. Luckily, no one got hurt because this could have been way worse. Swimming with sharks is something I'd skip. Girls say it's either like this or nothing at all. What do you think, fair or way too much? He's probably the only person sad that winter is over. You can tell he was living his best life out there. Good thing those containers were plastic and not glass. Otherwise, this would have turned into a complete disaster. This happens a lot at gas stations. Oil leaks from cars make the ground super slippery, and things go wrong fast. Her husband is definitely glad he installed a doorbell camera. Otherwise, this moment would have never been caught on video. These cute cats clearly aren't happy about being watched. Ever since the camera showed up, their secret life isn't so secret anymore. What kind of basketball even is this? I've never seen anything like it before. He thought he got away with it, but the security camera had other plans and caught everything. Someone clearly did an amazing job cleaning this glass. It's so clear, you can't even tell it's there. This cute little cat was waiting to go outside, but the second it realized what's out there, it quickly decided inside is way better. They didn't even properly start working on the house, and it already went wrong. The package clearly said, fragile. The dog stepped in like a true professional to handle the situation. She was so lost scrolling on her phone. Her boyfriend was right in front of her, and she still started looking around like he disappeared.
Why do that?
What? Where at? Oh. Were you really sitting there this whole time?
This adorable dog just wanted to go to work with its owner. But since that wasn't allowed, things turned into a funny little chaos. When nature calls, we've all been in this situation. It's completely natural. These two thieves seriously need a new career, because if this is their strategy, crime is definitely not for them. I think this mailman might have a little crush on her.
Oh, yeah. Oh, don't, jeez!
What do you think? She didn't even notice the child fell out of the sled. She panicked for a second until she realized it was just a pillow.
Jesus Christ, dude.
Even though I'm not a fan of winter, this view is absolutely stunning. If I didn't see this myself, I wouldn't believe it exists. The animal kingdom at its finest, all for one and one for all. These friendly little goats are actually his pets. And unlike dogs, they seem way too happy to greet delivery drivers. This might be one of the most heartwarming things a CCTV camera has ever captured. Honestly, I'd sue the company that made this bed. That kind of collapse should never happen. Good thing the mother was nearby. She reacted fast and managed to save the kids just in time. He found a glitch that lets him eat for free every time. But let's be real, that trick won't last very long. Respect to people who love climbing mountains, but I'll take the beach any day. One wrong step here and you're sliding before you even realize what happened.
It's okay? It's okay?
Fuck!
He's a true car lover. He managed to save those parked cars. You could tell from the first second this was about to turn into a perfect fail. He decided to provoke a squirrel in the park. Big mistake. Because now it's chasing him through the city like it's personal. Whenever you're in a rush, that's when you mess up the most at work. Timing is everything in life. 1 second earlier or later, and the outcome could be completely different.
Okay. It's alright.
He's a big guy, no doubt about it. But put a small dog in front of him, and suddenly he's not so brave anymore. With a guy like this in the office, there's no chance of getting bored. Installing security cameras turned out to be a great idea. Some days, it's just better to stay in bed.
Are you okay?
He's just trying to help, no bad intentions at all. But somehow, it still turns into a complete mess. The weather changed out of nowhere, and now the backyard looks like a scene from a disaster movie. He literally tripped himself and fell. No one else to blame, just him versus gravity. One tiny mistake, and you're already on the ground.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so- Oh, Jesus, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. You look great, okay? It's not you.
This is the scariest thing I've seen this year. Biker hair flutters in the wind as the motorcycle slowly stops. The little one's hand firmly grips the handle of the powerful metal machine. Fishermen watch resentfully as this noisy visitor ruins their whole day and chases the fish into the depths. Ship below, it looks too small for a safe landing, while the metal creaks under the gusts of wind. Camouflage is so good that passers-by think the vehicle has its own artificial intelligence. Hungry fast food visitor clearly plans to drown his fries in an ocean of seasoning. Girlfriends couldn't wait to get their hands on the weapon and strike back at their naughty colleague. Gravity pulled the jumper directly toward the deck of a boat passing under the bridge. Every new viewing angle offers a completely different visual story on the bodywork of the German giant. The harmony with which these people function resembles the working of a perfectly oiled Swiss watch. A large ship passed too close to the shore, sending a massive wave directly onto the concrete wall. The mechanic fixed a camera to the rim to record the incredible deformations of the tire in motion. Thief had already stretched out his hand, but the hero of the day was faster and more determined in his intent. One girl carelessly stepped onto a treadmill that was already at full speed. River acts as if everything is in perfect order while his vehicle literally falls apart on every bump. Every one of them in turn tripped over the threshold of the exit door, falling onto the grass with loud laughter. One of the friends was too occupied with talking to notice the perfectly clean glass in front of him. Algae hung from his ears and snout as he confusedly shook his head in disbelief. It seems that walking would be a significantly faster and more efficient option for these adventurers on two small wheels. A man mounted skate wheels onto a pallet and stood on it like a true captain of his crazy craft. Nature shows its incredible power while ripping century-old trunks from the ground. An incredible acrobatic move saved this racer from a heavy impact on the asphalt. Spitting on another man caused instant rage, but the attacker managed to escape to the safety of the platform. Beautiful shots from the deep reveal the bottom covered with white sand and unusual aquatic plants. A spider started running across the camera lens itself, creating an illusion of a giant monster attacking the studio. Dip persistently held onto the lift, but his snowboard had completely different plans for that day. The lucky observer behind the fence never dreamed that a souvenir would end up directly in his hands without any effort. The team on the shore had to react lightning fast to prevent their friend from ending up in a nearby cafe along with the engine. The car confidently began overtaking, unaware that a blue police interceptor was hiding in the deep shadow of the tree line. Fruit grower just dropped the fruit inside with a light motion and quickly raised the glass. Nature literally delivered a fresh snack right to his seat without any effort. Guy decided to combine living room comfort with the speed of a skateboard in motion. Passersby rub their eyes while he sits relaxed and glides past them as if he were in his own room. Red truck remained trapped on the very edge while its cabin hung over the abyss. The driver is experiencing his worst moments, hoping the structure will withstand his massive weight. Luck was on the side of the man who miraculously survived this direct contact with the locomotive. The cabin remained intact just by a hair, allowing him to step out uninjured but visibly shaken. Roofs were crushed under the force of the tree that had provided shade to these streets for decades. Nature decided to retire in the most destructive way possible, destroying everything in its path. Flames looked terrifying as they licked the metal surface of the tank full of flammable liquid. The driver tries to stop the vehicle as far away from other cars as possible to prevent a greater tragedy on the road. Driver noticed the intruder on the camera and decided to give him a ride he would never forget. The truck began swerving left and right at an incredible speed, turning the trailer into a real centrifugal cage. Man with the cigarette was left standing completely covered in white powder, looking like a snowman in the middle of summer. His stupidity cost the station owner a huge cleanup, but prevented a catastrophic explosion of the entire facility. Citizens frantically sought shelter because an old chestnut tree fell right in the middle of the main city thoroughfare. Mom immediately gave chase, but unfortunately slipped on the perfectly mowed grass in front of thousands of spectators. Her fall became a viral hit, but despite everything, she managed to grab her child and move him to safety. Every pedal stroke at this altitude looks like a dance with death above the chasm. Spectators are left breathless watching the tires slice the ice where no sane person would even think of riding. Engineering ingenuity here saves kilometers of asphalt from total destruction and disappearance. Terrain stabilization is slow, but every fixed pillar means a victory of man over the untamable power of nature. Watch how the metal blades spin as the aircraft slowly loses altitude searching for a runway. Engineers foresaw the worst-case scenario, placing salvation within the landing gear mechanism itself. Fortunately, the precision of the jump was perfect and he landed softly in the arms of his heroes. Such scenes remind us how much seconds matter when life hangs by a thread in the midst of a terrible fire. The battle against the elements lasts for hours, and the damage left behind by the storm will be enormous and difficult to repair. Shock and disbelief prevail among observers as he slowly conquers hundreds of meters of height. Every movement of his on the smooth surface of the building looks like defiance of the laws of gravity and common sense. Enjoying the silence of the ocean provides a feeling that cannot be compared to anything on land. Every dive brings new discoveries and encounters with unusual inhabitants of the Adriatic blue. Laughter and anger mix in this video that quickly went viral on the internet. The effort to save himself from the moisture failed in a second due to the carelessness of the one rushing through the flooded street. Only one brave little girl resolutely moved forward, crawling at a speed that delighted everyone present. Her arrival into her father's arms was celebrated as if she had won a gold medal at the Olympic Games. The truck slowly gets its new identity through these beautiful, handwritten symbols. Watching this process has a hypnotizing effect on anyone who loves order, aesthetics, and top-tier craftsmanship. The plastic snapped under the force of the rage of a man who had clearly had enough of others' negligence. The surveillance camera footage captured this moment where work ethic gave way to pure, uncontrolled anger. The citizen will now have to repair the damage, while the worker will likely have a long talk with his boss about etiquette. The optical illusion is created by the perfect timing of air currents spinning the leaves in circles. Every frame of this video carries a strange, fairy tale atmosphere where inanimate objects come to life for a moment. It's hard to believe that an ordinary beech tree can produce such a spectacle without any special effects. Vertical transport here never stops, creating a rhythmic sound that resembles the heartbeat of the building itself. Paternoster elevators are a true rarity in the modern world, but still fascinate with their simplicity and continuous operation. Safety here is left to the user's skill, turning every trip to a floor into a small adventure. Bizarre shapes and strange sounds accompany these innovators as they proudly show off their handmade machines.